Morning, all. All right, so we got 8 games tonight in the National Hockey League, which is busy for a Monday, but not overly busy from an NHL standpoint, right? There are no more games or no more nights in the NHL with more than 8 games between now and October. That's it. You can't have more than 8 games on a playoff night. So, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. We have the Montreal Canadiens and the Detroit Red Wings. I'm wearing Detroit because they need to win both games against Montreal, right? Which sounds easy considering where Montreal is in the standings, but Montreal's a tough out. So November 9th, Montreal won this matchup 3-2 in overtime. On December 2nd, Detroit won in overtime by a score of 5-4, and these teams meet again tomorrow. So for Montreal, they're 30, 36, and 14, looking to play spoiler. Matheson, their leading scorer over the last month, 14 games, 2 goals, 13 assists, 15 points. That's pretty ridiculous. Gallagher, 14 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points over the last month. He's been more productive over the last month, so Gallagher's future, I'm sure, will be debated this summer when it comes to his time in Montreal. 39, 32, and 9 is the record for Detroit. They are tied with Washington and Philadelphia in points. So again, they need to win both of these games and then hope for some help elsewhere. Raymond, 14 games, 10 goals, 5 assists, 15 points for him to be their leading scorer over the last month. Confer, they could use a goal from him in 14 games, 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points. The assists have been there, though. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Islanders and the Devils. The Devils have won all 3 meetings with the Islanders. First on October 20th in overtime, 5-4. November 28th, also by a score of 5-4. That one in regulation. March 24th, a 4-0 win for the Devils. For the Islanders, they're 37, 27, and 16. They're 3 points clear of the Washington Capitals in third place in the division. They can clinch a playoff spot tonight, so they absolutely can. Palmieri, their leading scorer over the last month, 15 games, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points. Brock Nelson, 15 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. Goal scoring starting to pick up for Nelson. On the New Jersey side, they're 38, 38, and 5. Jesper Bratt has had an excellent season. 15 games over the last month. 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. Howla, 15 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points for Howla. Devils, of course, out of the playoff picture, but will be looking to hurt the Islanders tonight. That's the whole idea. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, Nashville and Pittsburgh meet up. So, Nashville won the first meeting November 28th by a score of 3-2 in overtime. The Preds are 47, 29, and 5. They're 3 points clear of the Vegas Golden Knights. In that number 1 wildcard spot. Forsberg, their leading scorer over the last month. 14 games, 13 goals, 11 assists, 24 points. Sissons still fighting to find a goal here. 2 assists in 13 games over the last month. Pittsburgh, 37, 31, and 12. They are 1 point back of Washington, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Crosby, their leading scorer over the last month, 15 games. 9 goals, 16 assists, 25 points. Riley Smith, 15 games, just the 1 goal, but he does have 8 assists, 9 points. So veteran player, goal scoring off a little bit, but again, 9 points in 15 games, not bad. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Buffalo and Tampa Bay. Buffalo's won 2 of the first 3 meetings, so Tampa Bay has had a hard time with Buffalo. October 17th, it was a 3-2 overtime win for the Sabres. On January 20th, a 3-1 win for Tampa. February 29th, a 3-2 overtime win for the Sabres. The Sabres are 38, 37, and 6 overall. Tage Thompson, their leading scorer over the last month, 14 games, 10 goals, 8 assists, 18 points. Skinner, 14 games, 3 goals, 1 assist for 4 points. On the Tampa Bay side, they're 44, 28, and 6 overall. They are the number 1 wildcard team, and that's their spot. And they could find out tonight who they're playing. They could very well end up playing the Boston Bruins. So Kucherov's been their leading scorer over the last month, 14 games, 4 goals, 25 assists, 29 points. Victor Hedman, 13 games, 1 goal, 9 assists, 10 points, has had a fantastic year for Tampa. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Bruins and the Capitals. They've split the first 2 meetings. Washington won 3-0 on February the 10th. On March 30th, Boston won in a shootout, 3-2. Boston's 47, 18, and 15. They're 1 point clear of Florida. They can clinch the Atlantic with a win in this game tonight. For Pastrnak, he's been their leading scorer over the last month. 12 games, 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points. Morgan Geekie has been excellent for Boston this year. Over the last month, 12 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. On the Washington side, they're 38, 31, and 11, as previously mentioned. They're part of that 3-way tie with Detroit and Philadelphia. Ovechkin, their leading scorer over the last month, 15 games, 12 goals, 3 assists, 15 points. Lapierre, 15 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points for Lapierre. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between the Ottawa Senators and the New York Rangers. The Rangers, if they beat the Sens, they can clinch first overall. There you go. President's Trophy, we go to the Rangers. These teams split the first two meetings. December 5th, it was a 6-2 win for the Senators. On January 27th, a 7-2 win for the Rangers. The Sens, 36-40-4 overall. Tkachuk, their leading scorer over the last month. 16 games, 10 goals, 11 assists, 21 points. Matthew Joseph, 16 games, just the 1 goal, 3 assists, so just 4 points in 16 games over the last month for Matthew. On the Rangers side, 54-23-4 overall. They're 1 point clear of Carolina. Panarin, 15 games, 12 goals, 8 assists, 20 points, or 30 points. 12 goals, 18 assists, 30 points. Just slow down and read. All right, Panarin, their leading scorer over the last month, 2 points per game will do that. Trocheck, 15 games, just the 1 goal. However, 14 assists, 15 points for Trocheck. And again, all they have to do is beat the Sens. So if you're a Canes fan and you want to see them win the President's Trophy, you kind of have to root for the Sens tonight. Then at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, the San Jose Sharks and the Edmonton Oilers meet up. November 9th, San Jose won 3-2 in a game that would pretty much get Woodcroft fired. And that was basically, I think, where the decision was made. Then on December 28th, under a new coach, the Oilers won 5-0. For San Jose, they're 19-52-9 overall. Granlund, 15 games, 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points. Remarkable run over the last month. Addison, less than remarkable. Just 1 assist in 15 games. Addison came over from Minnesota. He was, offensively minded defenseman. Had a good run to start with San Jose. It's been a bit of a tough time lately for him. On the Oilers side, they're 48-25-8 overall. They're 5 points back of Vancouver for first in the division, and they need a win to stay in the race for that. Now, it is San Jose, and that should be relatively easy, but you have to think McDavid's probably not playing again, and, how motivated will the Oilers be? So McDavid is the leading scorer over the last month, 12 games, 6 goals, 18 assists, 24 points. Connor Brown, 13 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points for Brown. Nice to see him getting goals late in the season after so many weeks and months of waiting for that to happen. 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific start between the Minnesota Wild and the LA Kings. LA's won the first two meetings, and they haven't been close. 7-3 on October 19th, 6-0 March 20th. I see no reason this can't be the same. 38-33-9 is the record for Minnesota. Kaprizov, 13 games, 10 goals, 9 assists, 19 points. He's the leading scorer over the last month. Kuznetsov, 13 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Still keeping an eye on him. On the LA side, they're 43-26-11. They're 1 point ahead of the Vegas Golden Knights. Kempe, 14 games, 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 points for Kempe. Their leading scorer over the last month. Laferriere had a goal in the last game, but he has 2 goals over 14 games over the last month, so just the 2 points. We'll see if he gets another one tonight. Let me know your picks in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.